Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Prologue. There are three ways to survive in a ruined world. Three ways to survive in a ruined world. A web novel platform filled the screen of my old smartphone. I scrolled down and then up again. How many times have I been doing this? Really? This is the end? I looked again and the complete was unmistakable. The story was over. Author DLS 123. 3,149 chapters. I have been steadily reading this novel since the third year of middle school, during the time when I was built by legends, when I ruined my entrance exams and had to enter a local university when the damned random draw went wrong and I was placed in the military unit at the forefront. When I repeatedly switched jobs and am now working as a contractor for an affiliate of a large company. Damn, let's stop talking about this. Anyway, author's words. Thank you so much for reading Ways of Survival up to there. I will come back to you with an epilogue. Ah, the epilogue still remains. Then the next chapter is really the last one. From the end of childhood to adulthood, it had been done over a huge period of 10 years. There was a mixture of despondency that the world was coming to an end along with a sense of satisfaction. I opened the comment box of the large message and rewrote the sentence several times. Kim Dokja, writer, thank you for everything in the meantime. I am looking forward to the epilogue. There were sincere sentences. Ways of Survival was my life's novel. It wasn't the most popular, but it was the best novel for me. There were many words I wanted to say, but I couldn't write them. I was afraid that my careless word would hurt the writer. An average of 1.9 hits per chapter, an average of 1.08 comments. This was the average popularity index of Ways of Survival. The number of views for the first chapter was 1,200, but it fell to 120 for the 10th chapter and then 12 for the 15th chapter. By the time it was the 100th chapter, it was only hits one. I was overwhelmed by feeling I got when I saw the numerous one that appeared next to the list of chapters. In some cases, there was two, but it was likely someone pressing the wrong button. Thank you. The author published a novel with more than 300 chapters, with just one hit per chapter over a period of 10 years. It was truly a story just for me. I pressed on the recommendation board and immediately started tapping on the keyboard. I'm recommending a honey jam novel. The author wrote me a free completed novel, so I should give him a recommendation. I clicked on the completed button and comments quickly appeared. It looks like a new entry. I searched for this person's ID and they recommended the same novel several times. Isn't his recommendation banned? The author shouldn't do this here. It occurred to me that I had written a recommendation several months ago. In an instant, there was dozens of comments for investigation by spectators. My face flushed with embarrassment. I'm sure that the author would read this, so I hurriedly tried to delete the message, but it was already reported that the message couldn't be removed. I was upsetting to think that the recommendation written with all my sincerity turned out to be like this. If they even looked a little bit, why didn't anyone buy reading the interesting novel? I wanted to give a donation to the writer, but I couldn't afford it because I was a salary worker, barely able to make a living. Then I received a notification that a message has arrived. TLS 123, thank you. A message flew in from out of nowhere. It took me a while to grasp the situation. Kim Dokja, the author, TLS 123. It was the author of Ways of Survival. TLS 123. I was able to complete it to the end, thanks to you. I also won the competition. I couldn't believe it. Ways of Survival only competition? Kim Dokja, congratulations. What is the competition? DLS123. You won't know it because it is an unknown competition. I wondered if he lied because he was ashamed, but I wanted it to be true. Perhaps he really didn't know. It might be a big hit on the other platforms. I was a little sad, but it was good to have an excellent story spreading. TLS123, I'd like to send a special gift to you as a thank you. Kim Dog's gift. TLS123, it is thanks to my dear reader that this story has come into the world. I gave the writer my email address as he asked. TLS123, right, I got the monetization schedule. Kim Dog's wow, really? When will it start? This masterpiece should have been paid from the beginning. It was a lie. The Ways of Survival was a daily series, so I would have had to spend 3,000 won a month. 3,000 won was one convenience store lunch for me. TLS123. The monetization starts tomorrow. Kim Dokja. Then the epilogue coming tomorrow will be paid. TLS123. Yes, I'm afraid you need to pay for it. Kim Dokja. Of course I have to pay. I will buy the last one. There was no reply from the author afterward. I logged out of the site and I felt the pessimism sink in later. The author left without a reply after he succeeded. My admiration turned into petty jealousy. What was I so excited for? In any case, it wasn't my novel. Will he give me a gift certificate? It would be good if it's not for 50,000 own. At that time, I was thinking naively. I didn't know anything about what would happen to the world next day.